Mr. Samara, come on
Hi,
in.
hello.
I'm Dr. Giam, hello.
One of the doctors here.
Yes, I'm Dr. Giam.
Where's Dr. Jones?
Dr. Jones isn't here today, so
I mean, my son, he's in hospital.
I can see you're very, very upset, Mr. Samara.
I mean, he's got meningitis.
Okay, Mr. Samara,
You guys have done this to him.
Take a seat, Mr. Samara. I can see you're very, very upset.
I mean, that's beyond, you guys have killed my son nearly.
Mr. Samara, I can see you're incredibly upset, and I'm very sorry to hear about your son.
I mean, I'm just distraught. I'm upset. I'm angry.
I can hear that, and I can see that. I can really hear that. I'm very, very sorry, sir. Obviously, I've not met your son before. Can I just confirm your son's name, please?
Yes, it's Ramesh.
Okay, and his date of birth I've got here. If I could just.
He's 4 years old.
Okay, is it the 4th of June
2012? Yes, that's him. You must have him in your system. He came last week. Just look for Dr. Jones. You will see exactly what happened.
Okay, let me just have a quick look in the notes here, sir, because obviously I've not met Ramesh before. All right, so I can see that he came to see Dr. Jones, and he'd been having a bit of a sore throat and a flu. Is that right?
Yeah, he wasn't well. I came. He wasn't feeling well for a few days. He had a flu, sore throat. Now, there was a recent sort of public health thing at his school, nursery, and we're told to be vigilant and aware of meningitis.
Okay, all right.
So I felt that the right thing as a parent.
Sure.
I came and told Dr. Jones, look, I think Ramesh, he may have meningitis. I learnt about it the other day.
Sure, okay.
And look, I mean, he was dismissed. And what happened? Do you know what happened?
Okay.
He had meningitis.
Right. Well, I can see you're really, really upset. And can I just firstly confirm what exactly did Dr. Jones say to you when he saw Ramesh on the first occasion?
Well, I told him he needs antibiotics.
All right.
Because I said, look, I'm worried about meningitis, and I know antibiotics can help.
Sure.
Okay, look, but I'm not a doctor.
Sure.
If I was, I'd have given him antibiotics. Dr. Jones is a doctor. He, in my opinion, just didn't do a good job. I don't know if this does it all the time, but it was just useless in my opinion. He told me he can't give antibiotics. Okay, because it's some viral thing and it doesn't work. Some other rubbish excuse he made. He barely examined him. I mean, he did what I would do at home. He took a temperature, which I took at home, and looked in the throat. Okay. Don't you guys? He didn't use a stethoscope. He didn't check his heart, his lungs, his ears.
All right. Okay. I'm hearing you. I'm absolutely hearing you, Mr. Sean. Can I confirm? After you saw Dr. Jones, what exactly happened with Ramesh? I
mean, so afterwards, I did exactly what Dr. Jones said. He asked me to give ibuprofen, paracetamol. I followed it to the T. I'm methodical. He didn't improve though. He became more unwell. And a few days later, I think it was 2 days ago, I called your receptionist.
Okay. All right.
Unbelievably rude. I mean, it's impossible to get through. What's the point? Her being there. She didn't get through. She didn't get through to the doctor. She also said, look, a duty doctor will call you. I got no phone call.
No phone call?
No phone call, none at all. And then after that, next day, he became even more ill. He became drowsy, he vomited. I had to rush him to A&E. Thank God A&E's around. I mean, there's no point having GPs and this here. The A&E team, they took him seriously. They admitted him, gave him IV fluids, IV antibiotics. But he's still in hospital.
How long has he been in hospital now for your son?
It's been 2 days. I mean, just coming up to 2 days.
And how is Ramesh at the moment?
The doctors say, they say he's stable, but I don't know. I mean, it's a brain. I had high hopes for him. I wanted him to become a doctor like you. But I don't know, is he going to be able to do that? They say, what's going to happen to him? I don't know. I don't know.
Mr. Samara, I can absolutely hear your angst over this, and I'm truly, truly sorry for what has happened.
I mean, look, but I feel this could have not happened if Dr. Jones had listened to me. I mean, I have my issues with Dr. Jones.
Okay, I'm hearing this. I'm absolutely hearing this.
Look, I want to make a complaint. I mean, what's that body called? I'm going to report Dr. Jones. Is the GMC? I'm going to report him. He must be rubbish.
Mr. Samara, I can absolutely hear where you're coming from, and I'm hearing your angst. And we take all complaints very, very seriously. We really do. We do need to look into this. As a practice, we need to look into this.
Okay. I mean, what are you going to do?
Okay, this is what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, I need to speak with our senior partner here, Dr. Smith, and we need to have a practice meeting to look into exactly what's gone on here. When we do that, we're going to look at every single aspect of care that was involved with Ramesh, when he saw Dr. Jones, when you called the receptionist to speak to a duty doctor, okay, and why things were not escalated in the way that they needed to be. Now, you know, I completely hear where you're coming from, and I'm very glad to hear that Ramesh is now in the hospital, and I really hope that he's going to get better. I really, really do. I'm absolutely hearing your anxieties about this.
I mean, you're the first person who's taking a bit of time. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, I feel. How long should I wait? Because I'm worried the reception won't call me again. I'll be left without any answers.
This isn't going to happen. I'm going to speak to our practice manager straight after this consultation today to ensure that this complaint is looked into seriously, that we are going to formalise this, and this basically means that our practice manager is going to acknowledge the fact that you have not been happy with the service at all, that you wish this to be looked into, and she will give you a call back. She'll also write to you to explain how we take complaints forward, and that's going to be within 3 working days. We have to acknowledge all complaints within 3 working days.
So I'll get a letter in 3 days or a phone call?
You're going to get a phone call today.
Okay.
But she will also write to you, and you'll receive something in 3 days.
Okay.
To explain how we take complaints forward, and I'll explain to you how we do that.
Yeah, please do, because I mean...
We look at all significant events that happen in our practice on a weekly basis, so we're going to have a practice meeting.
Okay.
I personally will speak to Dr. Smith, our senior partner, about this, and we're going to be interviewing everyone and looking into why this happened, okay?
It's like a root cause analysis, that's what I call it in my work.
Sure.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct. And we need to see if there was any opportunity here for things to have been done differently. Now, I'm absolutely hearing your angst about this.
I mean, what are you going to do about Dr. Jones though? Because I can't want your opinion. I'm going to report him. I mean, I should do that tonight, I guess, right? He's dangerous to other people. I mean,
Mr. Alright, I can obviously hear that you're very, very angry with regards the care that Dr. Jones provided for Ramesh, but I just need to be really honest with you, sir. I mean, I've worked with Dr. Jones now here. He's one of our salary GPs for the last 2.5 years. You know, I consider him to be a good doctor.
Sure.
I am. I really am. But obviously, you know, we take all complaints really seriously, and if I can be really honest with you, I can absolutely tell you that Dr. Jones will feel terrible about this. He really, really will feel terrible about this, and he will feel awful that your son is in hospital. He will himself be thinking, did I miss this? Could I have done something differently? That I can promise you, as a colleague and someone that's worked with him for 2.5 years. Now, I'm sure that actually Dr. Jones would want to apologise himself, and if you wish, I can make that happen. I can speak to Dr. Jones about this on your behalf. You know, I want to advocate for you and your family.
I think right now, I think it's just so raw. For now, it's just, you know, I think I'm going to take your word. I'm going to just wait for your investigation.
Sure, of course. And, you know, we are going to involve you every step of the way, so we will be communicating exactly the outcome of our investigation. That I can promise you. Now, if you're not happy with that outcome, you know...
Yeah, what can I do next?
Sure, of course. You have the opportunity to escalate it, and we will be happy to signpost you in that way, okay?
Okay.
So, but we take complaints really seriously.
Okay.
You know, we just want to make things better, and
Okay.
and you know, I really want to make sure that, you know, that your son gets better, and I know that's a really difficult promise to make.
He's only 4.
Yeah,
He's only a baby. Look, thank you.
That's okay, Mr. Snorri. Listen, let me speak to my practice manager. She's going to get in touch with you today. If you have absolutely any concerns about this process, can you let me know personally?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and I will take that forward for you. All right, sir?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.